There's something's telling me it always will be you until the end of my days. And in my dreams I see how I finally find a way to show you how I long for your touch.
Welcome aboard.
Mexican wines on the pasarán más de 1000 años, muchos más.
진짜 잔치다. 너무 웃겼다.
이 노래 아는데?
Si negaras mi presencia, tu vivir bastaría con abrazarnos, con perezar tanta vida yo te di, que por fuerza llevas guía. Sabrame.
Thank you.
So everything that you will have tonight is from local farms and this garden also. This is a delicious Chardonnay to start.
Okay, sounds good.
시어머니 되신 걸 축하합니다. 장인 되신 거를 축하합니다. 린겐입니다.
We have some baby stuff with caramelized onions. Yeah, and some brulee on. Yeah, bon appetit.
설명해드려. 여기
이거 후추에다가 뭐 보일한 거고 또 염소 치즈에다가 카라멜라이징.
See, we call salsa matcha. And we dry
와우.
chili adobo, not spicy, and shrimp. This we used to call the life-changing corn puree.
Oh, really?
Colombia, see? 이런 데 위해서
너무 맛있겠다.
진짜로 여기로 정한 거거든요. 너무 예뻐가지고.
또 사진만 보고 결정한 거라서 결국에
오늘 참 엄마가 있으면 참 좋아했을 거라 생각이 드는데 하늘에서 보고 있을 거야. 잘 살아라. 행복하게 잘 살아라.
일본이나 필리핀이나 되게 괜찮아요? 그 메뉴도 괜찮아요.
너것만은 깔깔깔깔하고 잘 넘어가죠. 조금만
제가 뭐 말만 하면 깔깔깔 넘어가더라고요.
필리핀 오빠 왔지, 아빠 한국에서 왔지, 재민이 삼촌 뉴질랜드 왔지. 각국에서 그냥 모여갖고 여기서 너희들 행복하게 정말 잘 살아야 된다 앞으로.
설리겠다.
처음 만났을 때 이제 어떻게 하면 내가 좀 더 채워줄 수 있는 시간을 줄 수 있을까 이거에 대한 고민을 많이 했던 것 같아요. 잘
네, 감사합니다. 감사합니다. 편지와 함께 샴페인이 와 있어요.
This moment. And there's a big area, the reservation, but it's free. Mexico, we celebrate the Day of Death. This is one of the most colorful traditions in Mexico. We celebrate on November 1st, dedicate for the kids, and November 2nd for the adults. This is a sugar skull we call calaveritas and represent is to write the name of the dead at the front, but the name of another person, and could be a present too. And it's very common in these days. You can find like a sugar skulls, cookies, chocolate, amaranth, gums, Rice Krispie, Huichol art, different colors, different materials, but always is the same representation. All of these altars, and this is a special flower. The color is orange, and only in this period we produce because it's special for the altar, for the Day of Death. This is a typical Mexican altar. Always you can find different levels because each level represents different levels for the underworld. I got many people they used to celebrate around the tombs at night and share some tequilas with the dead. One for the dead, one for me. One all night. Have you ever seen this movie?
Yes.
Did you cry? I did.
Yes.
It's very funny, very interesting. This is Chichen Itza in 1842. Frederick Catherwood, it was the last year to climb or get in this temple. This is the view and the second structure. 66 steps just to get at the sanctuary, and we can find this beautiful jaguar throne.
Pode engolir seu fel, você não vai apagar as estrelas do céu. A terra tem poder, o dinheiro não vai pagar.
만반의 준비를 하시고요. 엄청 타겠다 오늘.
Okay, for this year. Guys, I would like. So when the Mayan people die, they go directly to the underworld. It's not in hell, it's not in heaven. It's totally different. Okay, and it depends about how you died. And only the royalty people they have the privilege to reincarnate in another person. The rest of the population, low class, they come back as a mammal, reptiles, birds, turtles, fishes, but only the high class as another person. That's the reason during the funerals, all of these royalty people, they keep the jewelry and sometimes they come with the slaves because they continue for the next life in the same class to represent the solar cycle. Look at the top, very top, we can find some figures. It was 20.
Is there a specific reason why they chose this cenote to build a temple?
Yes,
And this cenote, it's the perfect size to build the temples, and this is the connection with the underworld.
I see.
The underworld is the area where the life and the dead are living together. At the end of the harvest, the Mayans, they used to fight and they tried to conquer another king. Imagine in this plaza, approx 10,000 warriors prepared to fight and conquer another king.
At the end of the ritual, someone dies.
Yes.
Oh.
꼭 마지막에 누가 죽어야 끝나는.
Aye.
Yeah.
And it was an honor. Why it was the honor? Because they used your blood to fertilize all the kingdom to get a good harvest. Come on. Have any donkeys, no horses, no bulls. So that's the reason they try to keep alive the population for the enemies, because they use as slaves.
Wait, how did they carry all the stones then?
How?
Yeah.
On the back.
On the back. On their like.
Yes,
back.
they use a
And
Cloth.
band
Yes,
on the
yes,
head,
yes.
and the rest of the heavy.
sack, maybe.
What?
짐을 어떻게 날랐는지.
How they bring all of this material.
사람을
And you can hear other people just to clap,
Oh, yes.
and there's the echo. We don't know what was the proposal about this ritual. We can find the same acoustic effect.
Yes.
But
And we have very similar in King's Palace. So to amplify the sounds, they intentionally calculated and constructed the structures for echoing and also amplify the voice.
yes, yes,
Same principle.
yes.
In
Wow,
there, yeah.
it's incredible.
Yes. So. Hey, 한빈국.
You can see the sun.
저기요.
네.
Sempre chorando por uma nova ferida. Mas como tecre de mato nasce uma flor. Muitas vezes é da dor que vem o amor.
남편한테 어버라 해.
키운다.
Olhe os seus olhos de luz e vejo um anjo. Esqueci dos tropeços, esqueci das caídas, em noites perdidas. Vou encontrar meu amor.
Perdón, es aquí. Discúlpame. Okay. You have to use a life vest. This is mandatory.
저 밧줄은 왜 있을까? 내려가는 거?
나이스. 하이. 하하하, 미끄러졌어. 아이고. 하나, 둘. 훅, 나이스. 오! 오!
오, 잘했어. 한 번 더 뛸 거야?
네, 한 번 더 뛰려고요.
그래, 온 김에 뛰어. 멀리!
마지막으로 보트 라이드 투어를 하러 갑니다.
뱃놀이가요, 뱃놀이. 잘
먹을
어울려요.
거 챙기고 이렇게 각각이 이렇게 호텔 방이 여기 이렇게 다 뿔뿔이 흩어져 있어요. 저기는 수영장.
누가 났지? 아,
둘은 안
할 수 있겠지. 충분하지.
Jump in and I will take a picture for you.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Shit.
No worries. It's raining a little bit, but this is a cloud, so it's gonna be like a 5 minutes. 오, 비 오니까 더 멋있는데.
와.
과자랑 바나나 있는데. 바나나.
This property has 17 kilometers in waterways, okay? On the way, we're gonna see part of the mangrove, a little bit of the jungle, and some wildlife like birds and turtles.
약간 좀
Yeah, this is crazy. When you've been living all your life here, you know, it could be raining, it could be no raining, the forecast drops. 야, 이 코스 너무 좋다.
가다 보면은 거북이도 나오고 뭐 이구아나랑 어떨 때는 악어도 나온대요.
The weather is getting better now in the forest.
넓다.
Maicoa is a big property where you can find crocodiles, snakes, crabs, frogs, coatis, raccoons, anteaters, deers, monkeys, a lot of parts of the area. But they are pretty territorial. They like to be in one place first.
Makes
The
sense.
gators, otherwise these guys are crazy. The gators are anywhere. But hopefully here we only have crocodiles. Yeah, crocodiles are more aggressive. You have to take care of the crocodiles.
Nice breeze.
Yeah, the breeze is coming a lot. 비가 절로 가. To open these rivers. Was a lot.
인위적인 거 같아.
He owns the land.
All of the land.
The land.
The visual to rent.
He rent the land to the hotels. The hotels everything. Like anything which is necessary for the land. Somebody needs a dog.
어디를 찍으라고?
Buy the dog. Okay.
아니 갔대.
얼굴이 나왔겠구만.
There's a lot, right? It's not really much. Just like this. It's fine. Now,
와, 멋있다.
the crocodiles in Mexico will grow up until 5 meters. In Mayacoba, we relocated crocodiles when they are 2 meters. That's
Wow.
big actually.
Yes, yes. 벽도 안쪽은 바로 수영장. 수영장에서 빼꼼히 내는. 별도 반짝반짝 보인다.
즐거웠어요? 마지막 밤이에요.
마지막 밤에 돼서야 바닷물에 처음 발 좀 담가봤어.
오늘 결혼한 우리 성원이하고 재익이하고 너희 둘의 사랑을 이렇게 뻘뻘 타오르길 바라며 앞으로 너희 미래도 이렇게 헐헐 타오르기를 삼촌은 진심으로 바란단다. 행복하고 잘 살도록 하거라.